Hello, it's Ricardo, and I'm still playing Elite Dangerous Beyond, and I've made that pilgrimage to the Sol system. Yes, not only is it a really tasty beer, but it's also what our home system is called. Anyway, welcome to Reboot and Restart. I thought I would come and do this sort of pilgrimage. It's a pilgrimage everyone tends to do. You get that Sol permit, which is generally locked off until you get to midshipman level with the Federation, and then it opens up, and it's one of the first permits I think you get if you play the game, by going through the Federation ranks. And it's great. So Beyond has turned around and, with the Beyond update, given all the planets a little bit of a makeover. So I thought I'd come round and not only check out the tourist beacons in the game, like this, the Cradle of Humanity, that says, yes, and this is where it is the origin of mankind, and the like. And there's a few of these dotted around, and a capital ship, just around planet Earth. I thought I'd come and do this, have a look, see what the planets look like as well, with the Beyond update, and see if there's going to be any money to be made. Now, looking into this, and also for one of my kids' projects, did you know Earth is the only planet whose English name does not come from the Greek or Roman mythology? When you think about it, yeah, naturally it doesn't. Mars, Mercury, Venus, all the rest, Greek mythology. But enough about that. Good old planet Earth is looking pretty good. Going and look at these tourist beacons, you are going to find an awful lot of these tourist ships around dolphins. If you're a pirate, and you fancy taking them out and alienating yourself with a new crime and punishment system within the Sol system, then they would be indeed easy pickings. Now, people who are expecting to fly over the planet Earth and see their house, you're going to be disappointed, right? Graphics are really good. However, you can make out the general land masses. And it's worthwhile just getting a little bit of background as well, and going and visiting these tourist beacons. You see there's quite a few. Ancient history is a really good one as well, where it depicts what happened during the Third World War. But do me a favour, if you haven't already done so, and this is your first time seeing the Restart and Reboot, or Reboot and Restart series, then click that notification icon and look at that subscription button. Click away if you wouldn't mind, and that'll let you know when I'm putting more Elite Dangerous videos on YouTube. Now, as you can see, huge land masses, as we've grown to see on all the globes that we have in school, and have been hit over the head with atlases in the past, and Frontier have done a pretty good job of good old planet Earth. Don't get me wrong, it's not the most exciting place to go and visit, and I don't really know what people are going to be expecting. But it's a pilgrimage you have to do. A little bit like Hutton Orbital. You have to go and make that trip. You gotta go and get that mug. Now, also around Earth, there's a couple of stations as well. Abraham Lincoln, Gorbachev, the Daedalus Station, to name but a few. And a future video, I'll go around and we'll go around and visit all these stations and see the sort of thing that they can offer you as well. Now, I was expecting, when I first played this game years and years and years ago, that it was going to be full of tech and it was going to be the hub, it's going to be much sought after. Not so much. I mean, you can get some pretty high ships here, if you call like a Federal dropship high. I don't. A high ship for me is like a cutter, that sort of thing. But you do get to see some of the capital ships, and if those of you haven't gone and visited the Thargoid sites yet, and the Barnacle sites, then you probably wouldn't have seen one before. Now, these capital ships are huge, humongous battle cruisers of a ship, right? That the Federation use. And generally, when you see them in the Thargoid regions, they've either had massive holes blown out of them, and they're covered in green goop, right? And all that mist is around, or they just parked over a barnacle site. If you're lucky enough to get into a conflict zone, you may see one warp in. And that's quite a sight to behold. But generally with the capital ships, This one I was able to get quite close without really irritating them and them opening fire on me. But if you scan the areas as well, you can see their armaments, their heat dissipation, and the like. But it's just sat there, it's guarding the home system, it's not doing anything. But don't shoot it, because all holy hell's going to break loose. Alright? And like I say, the crime and punishment system, although it's been tweaked in the latest release by Frontier, I think the jury is still out on the crime and punishment system. But hey, it's up to you. I'm not telling you people what to do in the game. If you want to go and shoot a massive ship like that, you carry on. But you will incur a penalty. So this is the FNS Trander, no less. So far, given the fact that a lot of the mega ships have logs that you can scan, I did a quick fly around. I couldn't find anything to scan on that ship, you know, and thinking about it, why would you find something to scan on a naval ship? On a mega ship and its logs, yeah, fair enough. But not on a ship like this. That's a pretty good effect as well, of the sun in the distance shining onto obviously the sea area and the lovely glint on planet Earth, and you've got this whopping great big Federation battle cruiser there, you know, in the foreground. So like I say, don't irritate it, because it's going to shoot you. In regards to the series of Restart and Reboot, if anyone's got any requests they would like me to go and do, I'm going to do one on mining, and I'm going to do one on Hutton Orbital, and all the rest, and all the old favourites. But if anyone's got a little tip that they want to say, hey, let's do a video on this, why not? Put it to me in the comments section, and we'll see where we go from here. I'm also going to do, I think, a pretty in-depth look at the Cobra, because the Cobra is one of the mainstay ships, I think, as you're starting out. A lot of people sort of like jump past ships like the Adder and what have you, and they're quite proficient ships as well. But the Cobra Mark III, I think, is one of the best ships you can use in the game. It's cheap, you can bomb around, and as soon as you get to a certain level, you can get hold of Felicity Farseer, which has just opened up for me, and I got that when I got to the scout level of exploration, when I started handing in an awful lot of the data. So I'm going to be going mining and collecting all these materials to get these, get the hyperdrive upgraded. Well, I've been Ricardo, it's been Reboot and Restart. Thanks very much for watching. Check back next Saturday and look at the back catalogue as well. So Saturday at 6 PM GMT. See you soon.